Now, as most or some of you might know that Nio already, with regarding to their ES7 model, it is said to be revealed end of May, which is this month. Today we received some news of saying that Nio will be participating on the Auto Shenzhen 2022. Now, this is, of course, an event where companies or car companies come and showcase their existing models. So Nio, right now, there is a question of saying that will Nio finally announce or reveal their ES7 model on this event or during this event, which is expected, by the way, to start this Saturday. Well, before we get deep into this topic, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and you should not take it as a professional financial advice video. Otherwise, I'll really appreciate if you can just hit that like button if you enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about this Nio stock. So as I've said, the Auto Shenzhen Auto Show is expected to start this coming Saturday, that is the 28th of May to the 5th of June. So as I've said, the Auto Shenzhen is expected to start around Saturday or the 28th of May, which is this upcoming Saturday, to the 5th of June. Now, of course, usually what happens in this auto show is it's simply car companies showcasing their existing models, and of course with Nio having to promise us or having to say that they will of course launch or reveal their new ES7 model, which is expected to come and compete with the BMW X5 this month end of May. It is one of the things, or one of the questions that investors have is, will Nio reveal also their new model called the ES7 during this show, or they will have to wait for the main show, which is the Beijing Auto Show, which, by the way, Nio was planning to reveal their car there. It has been postponed due to COVID outbreaks in China, and the new date, it's not yet set. And of course, which is why for a retail investor like myself, I would really want to know, of course, or I would really like to see or get to know the plans of Nio launching this new SUV called the ES7. Now, of course, one thing that we read from this article is that it is unclear if whether Nio will showcase their new or reveal their new ES7 models, as of course with the COVID outbreaks in China, some cities, or there are still some restrictions here and there, that of course it is making automakers, or many of the automakers, to hold their new launching or the launching of their new products or vehicles. Now, you remember that with this ES7, Nio also plans to start with the deliveries of this model end of this year, or around the Q4 of 2022, which is something that is incredible, because you remember that production wise, you already know that Nio, it is preparing itself to meet the delivery demand for their models. As you know that the Jet Nio factory is being upgraded, or by the end of this first half it will be sitting at 300,000 with a double shift. And also with the new Nio Park, we know that the production there, it's starting around September of 2022, which is something that of course it must just make you to see that one way or the other we are definitely going to see the deliveries of the ES7 starting in China before this year ends, which is something that is incredible, because you remember that there have been some rumors, or there were rumors of some of the consumers in China were saying that the existing Nio SUV models are sort of like outdated. And with this upcoming ES7, I definitely think that it will of course take away the concerns that some of the consumers were having. Though Nio plans to start delivering the existing SUVs with the latest digital cockpit hardware, which of course might also resolve some of the issues of saying that Nio's technology on their existing SUV models is quite outdated. So this is something that's incredible, because not only will they be upgrading the vehicle that they will be producing, or the SUVs that they will be producing, that is the ES8, ES6, and the EC6, but they will also be giving an opportunity to those that already own these SUVs to come and get their SUVs to be upgraded to the latest hardware digital cockpit, which is something that of course it is amazing. Now with the ES7, you remember that it is coming with the technology or the same technology as the ET7 and the ET5, which is something that must just show you that technology wise that SUV will be having a top good technology in it, which is something that is going to attract consumers to want to come and of course also enjoy the good technology that will be on that SUV. Otherwise, one of the things that makes Nio to stand out, of course, is their bar service or their battery as a service, which entails consumers or those that buy the Nio cars to go at the battery substations and get their battery change in less than 4.5 minutes. If it is one thing that is making Nio to be liked sort of like all over the world right now, is simply because of these kind of services, simply because of this battery as a service, because it is the first automaker to do this successfully. It is the first automaker that has the most infrastructure or the most battery substations that allows people to go in and do a battery swap. You remember that not only has Nio successfully implemented this in China, but it has also implemented this in a destination, or in the only destination that they are currently selling their cars, and that is in Norway. Norway right now, I think just yesterday I read news of saying that the consumers there, they've completed over 1,000 battery swaps, which is something that must just show you that it is looks like it is also working outside of China, which is something that is incredible, and it's going to be the one to continue attracting a lot of consumers to come in and wanting to enjoy this kind of a service here in Nio. So I'm really looking forward to this Shenzhen Auto Show, and I'm hoping that Nio gets probably to announce or to showcase their new ES7, though maybe it might not be a good show to do that, as you of course you know that most of the automakers that are there, they are showcasing their existing models. So I personally would not mind if they can reveal it there, and as of course so many of the people, I think it's a bit overdue. People have been waiting to see that car both on the inside out, which is why I think it will be good for of course Nio to reveal it probably during the show, because with the Beijing Auto Show, the date is not yet set. We don't know when that show will be, which is why I personally believe that it is good that maybe they just find this time or during this period to showcase their new ES7 model. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I should just give you this update regarding the Shenzhen Auto Show, which is starting this Saturday, and of course what is it that we are to expect. And of course the question remains of saying that will Nio finally reveal their ES7 SUV, or will Nio get to postpone it again, looking at the fact that the date for the big auto show in Beijing date is not yet set? I don't know, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And also subscribe, don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.